Hello, my name is John Weeden, and recently I started a company called the Weeden Arts Bureau because I wanted it to be something that encompassed all the ideas that I didn't have time or the energy or the ability to do in a regular job. So now I can do whatever I want and satisfy my zen for design. This is the logo that my lovely wife, Lyle, made for me because she loves me. And I named it Vita Brevis because it means life is short. From a Latin phrase, ars longa vita brevis, meaning life is short, ars long, which I take as a belief system. This is the childhood home of Johannes Wolfgang Goethe in Frankfurt, who believed that aesthetics has an ennobling power to make one feel more human. Surrounding oneself with art and design makes you understand what it is to live life. This is a beautiful piece by Jim Zivik. This is a solid piece of anthracite coal carved into a table. Why, you ask? Why the hell not? Plus, it's really shiny and wonderful, and it's pure carbon, the element of life, which I kind of like that idea. Sitting in your coffee room or your dining room. This is a pocket park, specifically Paley Park in New York City. Reclaimed from scrap land in between skyscrapers, reused into a communal gathering space. Memphis has a lot of wasted space that we need to turn into pocket parks. One of those elements in a cool pocket park would be a green wall, patterned decoratively like so. These are all plants growing vertically. Well, it's very easy to do. It's basically a grid. Imagine a chain link fence planted with pots. You do have to irrigate, but hey, it rains. This is a chaplet in North Dakota designed by Moorhead Architects. On all these vacant spaces we have in Memphis, I propose we erect outdoor pavilions. Give them over to architects or architecture students to see what they can do. This is an iceberg designed by Woods Baggett Architects in New York City. This is a temporary installation over an empty space that can be projected on, can be lit from within or without, and it's modular, so you can build it and take it down, fold it up, and pop it back up some other place. How many vacant lots wrapped with cyclone fences are there in Memphis, you ask? Millions, I think. Turn those into bitmap portraits of people that live in neighborhoods. That's what this guy did, Christian Moeller in Seattle. This is a boombox mural on a record store in Brooklyn that I love. I think we should have more murals in Memphis because we have a lot of ugly damn walls, and murals make the world a better place, a more wonderful and beautiful place. And I would suggest that a great artist to make some of these murals would be Alex Warble of the Warble Band. His real name's Alex Harrison, and he makes these painted keyboards out of scrap wood that he finds on the side of the road and puts glitter and paint on them and makes it wonderful. I love these little things. This is a mural in Philadelphia by Steve Powers. It was a text piece intentionally. He did a series of these in 2010. Who are the poets? Who are the rappers? Who are the artists that make music in our town and whose lyrics need to be on walls to inform our fellow citizens how wonderful it is to live here and to not take life for granted? This is a piece by Guillaume Albi, aka Remed, a French graffiti artist who did a wonderful mural on Broad Avenue. This is one of his pieces. Murals don't have to be permanent, they can be temporary. All the abandoned storefronts in town, get plywood and paint. This is an artist named Paul Curtis, and he is not applying paint, he is removing dirt to make an image. This is reverse graffiti. He's using soap and water to make a pattern and a design. Imagine what something like this could do on the S-curve or North Parkway, just a block away from here. That massive wall that's dying for some art. That's what I want to see. This is our current city seal, designed by A.L. Edelot in 1962, which I think is tired and needs refreshing. It's 50 years old. Memphis is a very different town. And something like this, something vibrant and poppy and wonderful, like this show poster that Brian Dixon did. Some of you may know him as a graphic designer in town, who I highly admire. This was for Lantana Projects, a residency program for artists I instituted in 2004. Basically, people would gather from all parts of the world and talk about art. And we would gather in places like the Lamplighter Lounge on Madison Avenue, with the most beautiful jukebox ever. The only vinyl 45 jukebox left in Memphis. All country. But design and vibrancy means nothing without the people. And this is a portrait by Paul Pinsner, bless his soul, deceased artist, died in 2010, of Wanda Wilson, who started the P&H. She was like a mother to me when I had no one else to turn to. They call it the poor and hungry for a reason. You go there and you commune with characters. And we need more characters in this town. This is a building best product store by Site Architects and Environmental Art Organization. In 1974, they did these postmodern buildings for a department store. This one's in Houston, Texas. We need to take risk with architecture. We need to make it mean something. This is the tombstone in Elmwood Cemetery. This is my favorite tombstone of all time. This is what life is all about. And that's my best buddy, George Shaw, a British painter, who also loves the tombstone. And just when you think life is too much, you gotta get it to Martin Creed, who said, everything is going to be all right, in neon, on an old orphanage in the East End of London. And you know what? It is.